Welcome back, everyone. This morning, Empires.
We're also getting a monastery down. That's a fast monastery. I like seeing that. Then you're in for a rude awakening. These monks need to retreat. They're just kind of healing each other in a circle. That's cool, I guess. We gotta grab up these sheep while we can. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Ooh, French ally going for 2 scouts. Very cool. We're back. We got some 2v2s going on here. Map is Mongolian Heights. I've got my French ally by the name of Atonement. I'm here playing as the opposite. And we're up against Klabauterman, who's playing as the Mongols. Looks like just tucked away up here. It's a nice spot between the wood and the gold. And then we've also got Vitya playing as the English. And this game is a bop. I mean, this game's straight fire. It's so good. I don't want to spoil anything, but this match is just straight up satisfying. We're going to see some new elements from the French. Some updates that were added to this season. But first, we're going to see a bit of a mistake coming from my ally, Atonement. Don't put your landmark so far away from your town center. I don't care what landmark it is. Don't put it far away from your town center. Especially if there are Ottoman or Mongol opponents in the game. Because look at this. My ally cannot lose these villagers, so he's going to have to retreat them. Oh, almost loses that villager there. And now he has to cancel the Chamber of Commerce. He's going to have to put it over here. Just build it near your town center. I'm aging up with the Culture Wing, getting Preservation of Knowledge. Unfortunately, we're having to deal with these spearmen, which have rotated over to my base. Thankfully, we've got an archery range on the way. We'll just kind of dance back and forth with these spearmen and then send some archers to take care of them. As I was saying, we're going to see some new features from the French, including the Chamber of Commerce. This got some updates in the new season. This landmark is different, so it acts as a market. It can train traders like normal, like any market. It can trade resources like any market. But now it trains a free trader for each economic technology researched. And you'd be surprised just how many technologies are considered economic. I think people pay attention to types when it comes to units. People are pretty diligent about knowing which units are heavy, which units are ranged, which units are cavalry. But people don't really pay attention to technologies. They don't hover over this and see that italicized text that says economic technology, infantry technology, trade technology. And I should mention that the free trader that comes from researching economic technologies, it's just a free train. It's not instantaneous. So you can see a trader is queued up. It didn't cost anything because I'm pretty sure he finished researching, forestry. But it still takes time to train. So the trader still needs to actually be processed and popped out of the Chamber of Commerce. So you're not getting traders instantly. And look at what we're scouting here. There's all those spearmen that were coming from the Mongol player, Klabauterman. And my ally is also scouting infantry coming over from the English. This is looking really scary. I think my French ally is about to experience a lot of pressure, especially since our opponents know that the Chamber of Commerce is out. How do I feel about the Chamber of Commerce right now? I mean, we're going to see how much these traders return. My ally was like, can you put a market in the corner for me? And I'm glad I did, because these traders are already coming out. They produce pretty fast. But it could get shut down really easily if they sent some spearmen over here, figured out where these traders were headed. I think eventually my ally's going to need to put a market down in the corner to... Oh, and there's those units. The English units are getting closer. He's going to need to put a market down in the corner to get that full gold return, because right now the traders are only bringing back 68 gold. Not very exciting. And another unfortunate bit of business here is my ally put his unit production, his military production, at the front of his base. We're over here assisting him. We've got archers and horsemen. That's the only military production buildings I've got down. Stables and an archery range. And I'm okay with the composition, although I question the stables because there's so many spearmen coming from our opponents. And I'm realizing that, oh yeah, of course they're making spearmen. They're up against the French. Atonement is going to make royal knights. So we're going to be seeing a lot of spearmen coming from our opponents. And this little batch of longbowmen are really annoying too. I'm going to put down a battering ram. I mean, talk about a great civ to come to your rescue. I think the opposite are great for coming to the rescue of your allies. You can show up with some pretty fast-moving units like horsemen and camel archers, or you can show up with infantry and start throwing down battering rams. We don't have to research siege engineering, so we're already putting down battering rams to deal with these outposts. Fortunately, we've got a scout, horseman, 2 archers. We're going to try and cut off reinforcements. We want to use the horsemen to take out longbowmen, and we can use the archers to target down spearmen. But this is looking like a bit of outpost creep coming forward. They're going to try and shut down this military production for my ally. Yeah, and there's the trader dropping off gold. That might have been the first trader. Not sure. Ooh, bad engagement here. But good engagement back here. We're seeing some longbowmen here. Maybe don't engage with this one. Yeah, let's go for this longbowman. Horseman can target down the longbowman. My archers should target the spearman. Yep, don't engage with that spearman. Yep, and then just loop around and take out the longbowman. So this is good. We're being really annoying here, and we're pulling back the forces, and now we're just going to run, because there's just... Oh, actually, no, never mind. Looks like we're going to go for that longbowman instead. And this is buying my ally time for him to get his scout and 3 royal knights onto the opponent's side of the map and maybe get some villager kills. We'd love to get some trades while this is going on. I'm going to use my ram to try and take out this outpost. Too many spearmen, but we are baiting them into the town center. And this is a smart move from my ally. Oh, actually, did we get... Oh yeah, I think there was a villager kill right here on that wood line. That's a good kill, and yep, there's villagers evacuating from the gold vein. But the infantry is really piling up here, and there come the rams. Ooh, there's already one made. They're making more. I'm getting away with a little bit of greediness myself. I've actually put down a dock. They're cheaper for the deli, don't forget that. So we're just going to spit out a few fishing boats to get our food economy up, and it looks like my ally found some villagers on the back end here, gathering from these deer. Yeah, these knights need to charge in and get some villager kills. There's no way they have textiles. Yeah, look at that. Big pickups. Of course, at the same time, my ally is losing his military production. He does still have a stable on the back end. He's getting a blacksmith down. I don't know how I feel about that. But honestly, the best move here is that he's rallying archers inside of his town center. The archers are going to be safe within here. They don't have to worry about trading with the longbowmen. And I'm really glad that there aren't villagers in here, because his villagers should be working. As long as his villagers are working, we're happy. Still hunting around for villagers, but I think our opponents have kind of contracted. They're being a little more defensive. He should look for maybe reinforcements. Yeah, grab up some of those longbowmen that are being produced from the council hall. And I think our opponents are going to attack us because they assume that I maybe went for a fast expand, but truly I went for the culture wing and used it to just get a bunch of economic upgrades. Yeah, we got a lot of techs going, and yeah, I need to get these villagers to work. We should honestly send the villagers, out to other food locations on the map, because they're not attacking me. I might as well grab up some very valuable resource spots. Yeah, let's grab up these deer. Let's grab up these deer. Yeah, I love it. And we continue to rally to my allies' base, knowing that the action is going to happen here. And our horsemen and scout were picking up some reinforcing longbowmen. But here comes the battle. They're pushing in. We're going to half speed to talk about this. So it's good that the archers are in the town center. If they were outside of it, it might be better because they'd be dealing bonus damage to the spearmen. But I think it's better that they're inside. My ranged units are going to be really effective at taking out spearmen, especially these camel archers, which are currently affecting the 4 horsemen of our opponents. So the horsemen do have reduced damage, but the important thing is that my allies' knights not engage with all these spearmen. Let my units take care of the spearmen. Once the spearmen numbers are small enough, we can clean up all of the battering rams and the longbowmen. Unfortunately, the English are targeting down my camel archers. My ally, Atonement, very wise to bring back his royal knights. I lost my horsemen that were taking care of reinforcements here. Unfortunate, but Atonement brought back his royal knights knowing that this battle's going on. The villagers are here. They're repairing the town center, but they are exposed. It's interesting that the English player isn't target firing the villagers. There they go. Is that a target fire? No. There they go. Now he's targeting down the villagers. That's painful. Atonement should really just garrison these villagers. This town center is going down no matter what. Yeah, there's the garrison. That's the right move. Now they're all hidden away. We did it. We killed off all the spearmen. Now there's just the longbowmen and the rams. But the rams are just doing too much work. This town center is going down. We don't have enough melee units to really clean up these rams. Yeah, he's sending out his villagers. He's going to try and burn them down. But yeah, it looks like he's going to lose his town center. And that's not the end of the game. Keep that in mind. That's just one of his landmarks. It's an important one, but it's just one of them. Ooh, and some Mongol villagers getting killed here by the Royal Knights. I like that. If the Chamber of Commerce goes down, then it's game over. We really don't want this going down. Fortunately, there's a lot of Royal Knights here, and they just chew through rams. Good. Well, that's the end of that siege, but let's take a stock take of what happened. So before the attack, my ally did kill off maybe 6 villagers. Ooh, wow. Good trade there. My ally's actually spending that excess gold that he's getting. It looks like he's buying up stone. Maybe he's going to try and get a second town center down. But my ally Atonement did kill maybe 6 villagers on the other side of the map. He probably lost 3 during that engagement here. And he has lost his town center, so he's not producing villagers for the next minute or so, which is unfortunate. He didn't really suffer too much in terms of villager losses, but he is missing out on an opportunity cost. The opportunity cost is he's not able to produce villagers, and look at that, not even enough wood to finish repairing the town center. Unfortunate. That said, I think we traded very effectively. I had a lot of archers and camel archers taking care of spearmen. On top of that, I've gotten away with a lot. I'm picking so much food off this map. The dock, both the deer hunts, the berries. And perhaps the most important point of all is that if my ally Atonement had gone for the School of Cavalry, we would probably be dead by now. Instead, he's actually created a sort of alternate economy, a non-villager based economy based on these traders. It's only 68 gold per trader, but it's surprising how many he has already. I mean, look at all of that. That's 9 right there on my screen. 10, 11, 12, 13. It's so many traders. Yeah, it's only 68 gold, but it piles up. And he's trading it away. He's also aggressively gathering food down here at these deer. He knows that if he can secure enough food, he can just make it up to the next stage. Now this is looking a little scary. That's more spearmen, more horsemen. It's the combined forces of the English and the Mongols. Glad I have this outpost with the arrow slits emplacement, but oh, there are gonna be some dead Some dead traders here, and my ally isn't sure if he can engage or not. We're kind of dancing back and forth. This is a scary spot. It's both difficult for our opponents to stand here and good for them to stand here because they're getting so many trader kills. They're not getting villager kills, but they are killing traders. But they're taking a lot of arrow fire. A lot. And yeah, the spearman numbers are thinning. There's only maybe 5 left. Yeah, the longbowmen are just going to get eaten up by these horsemen. Ugh, but there's so many traders going down. When he used to have 13. It's looking like now he's down to maybe 9, 8. It's rough. More spearmen coming, but we've got the outpost, and we are producing more camel archers and regular archers. So we're not too scared of these spearmen. Also, I aged up. Thanks to the culture wing, I was able to get a cheap age up, and I've got a lot of food and a lot of stone. Really think I didn't need so many villagers on stone, but I mean, it's only 2 of them. It just piles up, especially when you get... Oh, actually, we didn't get specialized pick. Interesting. But my ally is alive. Vitya making it to the castle age. That's the English opponent. That's probably the king's palace. So now he's on 2 town centers. I'm still on 1. My ally just got up to 2 town centers. That's going to help him catch up this game. I think his next move should probably be a market down here. Would love to see a market here. Over here, we're still gathering these shoreline fish using these fishing boats. And we even got the improved nets. So our fishing ships are gathering a little faster. All right, it's slowed down a little bit here. 1 player from each side of the map has aged up. I've gotten the Fertile Crescent upgrade, but again, I built my town center before I even finished researching it. Unfortunate. But now houses, farms, lots of buildings are cheaper for us. And yeah, there's the market. Love it. Atonement really has the right idea here. Now he just needs to reassign his traders to this as their home market rather than the Chamber of Commerce, and we'll be seeing a lot more gold coming his way. But yeah, he's about to age up. That influx of gold should give him exactly what he needs. And yeah, there's the King's Palace. We've confirmed that. We've also confirmed a second town center for the Mongol player. Behind all of that aggression, he was just chopping down trees and getting enough wood to go for a second town center. But this is what we're looking for. Whenever you've got a Mongol ally or a French ally, there's nothing better than just seeing a big mass of cavalry just running around the map. Just the gates are thrown open and they can just be free to just absolutely destroy villagers and small clumps of troops. Oh, there's just nothing more satisfying. Be free, French player, be free. Take out whatever you can. Unfortunately, there are a lot of English infantry here. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, that's so many French knights going down. Oh, they just got skewered by all those veteran spearmen. The English player knew to go straight for the veterancy upgrade for spearmen. Hopefully my French ally Atonement will pivot, maybe check the gold, check these deer. There's only 4 deer up here. Oh, yeah. Those deer are getting gathered. Now we're going to wall up. My ally is getting a lot of trade going here, so let's try and secure it for him. We can get some stone walls down on these gaps. There should be about 5 gaps on this map. And we're already closing this one up. Just got to burn down some of these palisade walls that are blocking us. And we're raiding our opponents. We came up here to see if any villagers had returned to gather these deer, but doesn't look like it. And I love the man-at-arms. Man-at-arms are probably the right choice here because there are so many spearmen. Yeah, these horsemen are just not doing well against all these spearmen. I should not be really making them, but I'm queuing up more lancers, queuing up more man-at-arms. That's good. We're really spending our food because our food income is just crazy. Yeah, we're up to about 12k. Though the Ottoman opponent, or the Mongol opponent with their 2 town centers, Look at how many villagers are here. Oh, but big wins here. Love seeing this. French ally actually trapping the villagers here. That's so many villager kills. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. That's really good. He can throw these units away if he wants, but nope. Way to go, Atonement. Way to save those units. But man, this is some scary English infantry. My units are kind of misrallied and not engaging. We need more archers. Thankfully, we have the veterancy upgrade for my archers. But yeah, here come all of this infantry. We're going to have to deal with these, but I don't want them to get at my villagers over here. Do we have? Yeah, we've gotten the farming upgrades, so these villagers are bringing in a lot of food for me. I really don't want them going idle. They're just kind of working the fields while all these spearmen are here. This man-at-arms might single-handedly take on all these spearmen with the support of this outpost. And these units just aren't engaging, so I really like this. English opponent Vitia making it to the Imperial Age. Always scary when the English opponent makes it to the Imperial Age. They're now going to be getting a lot of passive income from their farms. We're coming forward, getting an outpost down. Good. This is walled off. This is walled off. This is walled off. Now the southern half of the map is going to become kind of the key point because we have walled all this up. We haven't really seen any siege from our opponents other than the rams that attacked my ally earlier. So really the focus is going to be down here. I'm glad we've got this outpost here. It's scouting what units are traversing this little gap. And I'd love to start rallying to the south here. And these traders really need to get reassigned to this home market. Maybe he'll eventually remember, but yeah, they're still just bringing in 68 gold. Would love to see more. And it looks like he's pretty consistently producing them. Looks like my ally aged up with the guild hall, and he already took resources from it. And he's trying to get more food, probably because the gold is already handled by all of these traders. And yes, he's reassigned them. They've just been reassigned their home market. They should march all the way to the corner now instead of the Chamber of Commerce. Yep, there they go. That's awesome. I'm so glad Atonement noticed that. Now he's aggressively going for stone. He's probably going to get a keep up to make all of his units cheaper. That classic French move. We've decided to put down another dock, but we still have that weird issue in the game where fishing ships don't return to the dock nearest them. Instead, they return to the dock that produced them. So all of these fishing ships are gathering up fish, and then they're going to sail all the way back to this northern dock to drop off their fish. You can fix this by just grabbing all your fishing ships, right-clicking on the dock you want them to return their fish to, and then have them gather fish again. Opponents putting down a dock, and look at that, we've got a Carrack coming out. Very scary English warship. Anti-structure specialist, but honestly, the cannons, those broadside cannons, are awesome. Can't wait to see that. And look at this, some crossbowmen finding my fishing ships. The attack ping, however, is making me realize what's going on, that my fishing ships aren't rallying correctly. And so, yeah, now I'm doing it. Rallying them to the dock. Now I'm going to tell them to gather fish again. And we'll send some units up this way to try and prevent these crossbowmen from shooting down all my fishing ships. Yeah, there we go. Some cavalry. Oh, there's the Carrack. Look at the cannons go. That's badass. Oh, messing up my mangonel. A conversion, a Wololo taking place here, and it's successful. Ally grabs up a bunch of knights from the English. And the Springald emplacement in my outpost, it does a good job on that Carrack. We're going to even make a Springald just in case more ships come out, because Springalds are pretty effective versus ships. You can see they actually do 100 damage a shot. Mongol player has recognized that this is the issue. I think both the English and the Mongol opponents realize this needs to be shut down because there's too much trading going on. And my ally Atonement has already grabbed up 2 relics. I like seeing the religious game being played by him. I think we have a mosque. Not sure if we've been doing anything to grab up relics. We could probably grab up that relic right there. And we've realized that this southern part of the map is going to be where the most combat is going to take place. Nice. discouraging these English villagers from gathering gold. Love to put a stop to that because his economy, Vitia's, is so ahead. He's got so much food and gold coming in. But I like the 2 siege workshops here. It's always good when you realize, like, oh, this is going to be kind of our battlefield, or this is going to be a staging ground. Get siege workshops out front. Nothing better than getting rams immediately to the front. Nothing better than immediately getting spring alts and mangonels to the front. And there's a 900 gold transfer from Atonement. I love it. I'm so happy that he's realized maybe trading isn't the best. I could exchange, trading's great, but he does not want to exchange gold at the market for other resources. Instead, he's just going to give me gold. And so now I've got like 1,400 gold. Don't know what to spend it on. I could probably use it to age up. Or I could use it to just make siege? Boats? Not sure, but I'm just going to round out a bunch of technologies. Yeah, and I'm getting some more expensive units like camel riders, because we're seeing more and more cavalry coming from the Mongol player. Yeah, more expensive units coming out. Crossbowmen, knights, looking good. Gonna lose my outpost to this trebuchet. I really want to take out this trebuchet. We're even gonna send the springald after it. And we are disrupting. Yeah, we got some villager kills here. Not enough room for all the villagers here, and my knights were able to clean up a few. So it's good we're still getting villager kills. And I like seeing this, an idle army to the north blocked by this stone wall. If they could put down a ram, I'd be scared, but I haven't seen it yet. So I'm kind of telling my ally, like, let's push. They're separated. We've got eyes on an army to the north. Let's just attack. And my knights finding villagers on this stone outcropping. This is great. There's just too much going on right now for our opponents to react. I've even got a ram busting down this palisade gate. This is huge. Look at all these villager kills. Our economies are finally starting to get ahead just because we're picking up so many random villager kills. Yeah, now go. I'd love to see Atonement push in here, and I'll join him. I can bring these units up. Upgrades, we're looking really good. We've got 2-2 upgrades for nearly everything. Same with my ally Atonement. Looks like he's going to work down this outpost. Probably a good idea. English with that defensive network of castles bonus is rough. And yeah, here comes that army. We've got eyes on it. Opposing Mongol player, Klabauterman, making it to the Imperial Age. So me and my ally, we do need to eventually get there. But yeah, we're pushing in. We saw an age up. This army is out of position. Hopefully we can get this keep down. That'd be nice. We've got knights in the back. We picked up a ton of villager kills here. We should engage. Yeah, if we're killing units here, that's good, because the other half of the army is over here. I want my ally to avoid this army, and they just walk past each other. Okay, that works. I'm glad they didn't engage. I'd much rather these units come down this way and engage with all my spearmen and crossbowmen. Yeah, get these crossbowmen in the mix. I'm pulling my units into all these archers, and yeah, now we'll come forward. Yeah, crossbowmen doing good work, archers doing good work. This is great. And the ABB+FREs are doing really well too. Don't forget that these are good frontline units. ABB+FRE have 8 melee armor. Incredible. Yeah, they're such good frontliners. They're great for absorbing all of those spearman blows. And here come those French knights, just raiding more and more. There's not enough room for all the villagers here. But it looks like, yeah, the Mongol knights are in pursuit. And finally, my ally, making it to the Imperial Age. I think I'm eyeballing it myself. Yep, going up with the trade wing. We're going to start trading ourselves. We probably should have just put a market here and rallied to this market, because I can trade with my ally. I can just rally traders to him. But I'm so lost in the game. I just put my markets here, do the trade trick, and we'll start getting a trading economy going. Spotting the Wingard Palace up here. If this was the Elsbach... Yeah, the Elsbach? No, the Berkshire. If this was the Berkshire Imperial Age landmark, this would be a really tough position to get through. Granted, we might have been able to pivot to the south, but I'm not sure if our English opponent Vitya made the right decision here with the Windguard Palace. It's hard to know. Trade wings complete. Everyone's in the Imperial Age. We're rallying more and more units. We're getting more and more siege support. Atonement making lots of mangonels and getting out cannons. I believe he did go with the College of Artillery. He needs to produce the siege units here, though. Otherwise, they don't get that bonus damage. But he does have the artillery option with the cannons now, doesn't he? I'm not sure. I really want to see that feature. Unlocks artillery ability for cannons. Huh. Don't really see it when I click on the unit, but fair enough. Now we're pushing forward. We've got so many units. Our economies are exploding. Look at the Mongol player down to 1k resources. We have brought this game back. At this point, I'm messaging my ally, Atonement, and just saying, I think we just won. Like, I cannot believe you stabilized and we were able to come back like this. This is insane. We're ticking down a sacred victory. I've got to keep on this sacred site. I just was absolutely blown away by how this game went. We're not really seeing much from our opponents. Oh, okay, now the income is coming back. I think he was moving villagers or had them garrisoned. I mean, it's still a lot of resources from our opponents, but look at Atonement's income and look at mine. Looking really good, especially all the wood coming in. That's a lot of siege units. Plus, yep, our traders are on their way, and we're going to get the spice roads really soon. That's going to increase our gold income by 30% for these traders. So while this trader's bringing back 191, once this finishes, let's think, a bonus 30%? So we're probably going to see like another 50 gold added in. Let's see what it turns into. Well, looks like we have to wait for a trader to reach it, but I'm curious. We've got great upgrades. We've got our mangonels. Having these siege workshops so far forward is great. We can get out cannons, culverins whenever we need them. We're at max pop. We're getting into the English farmlands with these these are elite royal knights, fully upgraded, probably getting the university upgrades for them as well. I saw the university up here. Yeah, he's already got the husbandry upgrade. So his cavalry, the extra 94 hit points, that's nasty. There's a trader. Ooh, yeah, it's like a bonus 50 gold. So now they're bringing back around 250 gold. Yeah, I'm finding villagers near the steppe redoubt. This is looking great. Looking back on this game, I really think my ally Atonement's decision to go for the Chamber of Commerce, it added an extra economic option for him. And when his town center was destroyed, he was able to capitalize on the fact that he still had maybe like 8 or 9 traders living and running back and forth getting him gold. Even if it wasn't much gold, it was still an equivalent of villagers. Additionally, I'm very happy that I did not go for a fast second TC, instead just going for a culture wing fast age up, because I was able to contribute a lot of units to that defense. And if there's one thing that, well, actually, I mean, if there's 2 units that the opposite are great at destroying, it's spearmen and cavalry. Oh, and look at this. We're even finding some Mongol traders. We'll take them out. Big props to my ally Atonement. Really played this well. Really loved that he did not commit his villagers early on to the fight. Instead, he just rallied archers to his town center. That was a smart move. And I'm glad we walled up most of the map. And we committed to the south here later on. I'm also happy I was able to get these fishing ships. They've just been a non-stop food economy. Just getting so much food income from just a small handful of ships. especially when you can give them a few of the net upgrades that increases their carrying capacity, move speed, the rate at which they gather fish. Looking really good. I think the Culture Wing is a very good option as your first age up if you want flexibility, because you can get a lot of economic advantages that are very subtle early on. A second sound center is very visible. Your opponents are going to see it. They're going to recognize it. They're going to know that you have some kind of economic advantage. But if you go with the Culture Wing and grab up a bunch of these eco upgrades, your opponents will be kind of in the dark, and you'll still have the option to pump a lot of units, like Camel Archers and Horsemen, to save your French ally. Great game. Loved it. I want more like this. Hope we'll get more. All right. See you for the next one.